Logan?
Yep.
Hey, Logan. Zach Reinveld, Worldwide Express. How are you?
Good, how are
Here's
you?
your card for you real quick.
Alright.
You got a place we can sit down real quick?
Yeah, sure. I got a minute.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thanks for, sorry for stopping in unannounced, but I appreciate you sitting down. So, we're actually Worldwide Express, we're actually a partner of UPS. We're their strategy to work with small to mid-sized businesses. So, the reason I was stopping it was actually, I was curious, do you guys ship with FedEx on a daily basis out of here?
No, we don't. Pretty much all UPS.
All UPS, like exclusively nothing going out FedEx ever?
Nope, love UPS. So
awesome. And the other side of our business, we're actually a full-service transportation provider in the freight world. So, do you guys ever do like any LTL freight, anything that goes out on skid or pallets?
Yeah, we do quite a bit of freight out of here.
Okay. And actually, as I mentioned, we're, as a partner of UPS, we have that unique relationship, but in the LTL world, we're the second largest 3PL in the country. We are carrier agnostic, so we work with 65 of your best-in-class carriers, and that might scare you a little bit, but more so for our customers, we really dial it down to maybe like 5 to 10 of the best carriers that work best for them. It's all customizable in that aspect. But really the approach that we take to the market is we spend $2 billion a year in the industry with our carrier partners. So we have that buying power in our back pocket that a lot of people, just a lot of companies such as yourself might not have on your own. Okay. But we give you the access to instant capacity in a tight market right now, which I'm sure you've seen the effects of with the capacity crunch, the driver shortage, the ELD mandates. Obviously rates are at an all-time record high. So there's a lot to be talking about. And that's why I wanted to get in front of you. What's your schedule look like next Thursday? I know I'm going to be back out here maybe around 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really deal with any of that. That's Adam that kind of handles all the shipping and oversees that department, so you're going to want to get with him.
And Adam, what's Adam's position over here?
He's like our logistics manager.
Okay, so he's kind of seeing more of the day-to-day, obviously probably the one dealing with the carriers, such like that.
I mean, he kind of oversees the whole department.
Okay. Yeah, and obviously I want to get Adam involved, especially during the process at some point, maybe on the back end. But the reason I want to sit down with you is because it's not just going to be a conversation asking you a bunch of shipping questions and just talking about shipping. It's really how this can affect your bottom line, how it can affect your entire business. Because, you know, you guys are sending out, how many shipments would you say you guys are sending out every week?
I mean, I have no idea how many shipments we send out.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't really
Is it on a daily basis, at least to the point where it's a pretty big line item for you guys, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, I think last year we spent like $250,000 or $300,000 on it.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, that's a pretty big line item for you guys. Obviously something that you're probably paying attention to. So that's a reason why I want to get in front of you, because there's so many different ways that this can affect your business. And we're getting in front of owners on a daily basis, showing them how we can help out. So what does your schedule look like next Thursday?
I mean, I'm pretty free, but like I said, I mean, Adam pretty much handles that, so I mean,
Right.
He can tell you everything that I can, so.
Yeah, no, and I actually I had the opportunity to speak to Adam out front last week. So, you know, we have a little bit of an understanding of what your account is like, but that's why I want to come back out here, dive into it a little bit more in depth with you, and show you ways that we can help out, not just saving you money, but also operationally. So ways with automation, integration, helping you realize what options are out there, and how we can help you out operationally as well. So is there a time that would work best for you, maybe around 10 o'clock?
I mean, we're pretty comfortable. I mean, I guess, what do you mean help us out operationally?
Yeah, so there's beyond cost, there's a lot of reasons why customers come on board with us. So ways that we can help you with customized billing. There's ways that we can section it out for you that are specifically pertain to how you guys maybe reference with like PO numbers, job numbers, things like that. There's also ways that we can obviously show you with our portal specifically, because we have our own website, on the ways that you can track and report, the ways that you can actually follow your shipments. And then obviously, as I mentioned, you have that full visibility and control through our portal. You'll be able to see the different carriers, and we can actually kind of dive into the website and show you what your options would look like. And then basically, like I said, just to show you some other options and areas that we can help you in as well. Like I said, this is something I know we can help you guys out with. You're a customer that is a lot like some of the customers that I work with specifically, and there's just been so many other situations like this that I've been able to help out with. So if you have some time at 10 o'clock next Thursday, I'd love to get on your calendar.
Yeah, I mean, I can give you a little bit of time. That works.
Okay. And as I mentioned too, we mentioned a little bit about your spend. You said about that $250,000 to $300,000 range per year. Mm-hmm. So what I would need for the meeting is if you could bring your actual invoice file, maybe about a month's worth of your invoices recently from between the carriers that you guys use. That's really going to help expedite the meeting, so we don't have to ask you a bunch of shipping questions. We can kind of look into your situation that way. So I'm sure that wouldn't be a problem to have.
Yeah, I mean, I can grab that. It's no
Okay.
big deal.
And the other thing too, have you guys ever used a third party in the past or worked with a broker or anything like that?
No, I mean we've had pretty good relationships with our carriers for the last 15 years or so.
Okay.
So I mean we're pretty happy with everything. We've
Right.
haven't had any problems.
Right.
So,
And like I said, I mean, you obviously have a good relationship, but with most of these carriers, but you're not married to your process. Like you guys aren't completely against using a third party.
No, I mean I'll check out and see what we have. Like I said, if you can help us out, then.
Yep. Yeah, but I definitely think there's some ways that we'll be able to show you that, so we can talk about that next week. But being that we can put you guys in a better spot, not only with that cost piece, because I know that's going to be there, but as I mentioned, helping you guys operationally as well in some other areas. Is there a reason why you guys wouldn't make that switch over to Worldwide Express if we can truly show you a change and something that will help your overall bottom line?
I mean, no, I guess not. I'm not completely opposed to it.
Okay. Well, we'll obviously dive into that a little bit more next week. Just want to make sure you're not married to your process, and I
Right.
think there's some areas that we could really dive into next week that'll show you how we can help.
Okay.
But if you need anything prior to next week, let me know. You can reach out to me now that you got my contact information. Otherwise, I'll send over a calendar invite, and we'll look forward to next week at 10.
Okay.
Next Thursday.
Sounds good.
Appreciate it. Bud.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thanks.